Hi everyone, welcome back to this week weekly market update. It's a new year 2025. Let's start the year correctly and let's hope everyone or all my followers has a great start of the years and hopefully we can stay focused and trade and invest together. So let's begin on the overall view pictures of what is happened on 2024, what has already happened in 2024 and what are we looking for 2025 as we know that Trump is going to sit in on 20th January 2025 as the president. And before that, on the 10th of January, I believe Trump, is being called up for his old cases, or the judge call him to face his criminal law previously. But of course, I don't think anything should happen to Trump's. But then, uh, let's do a overall view pictures of what's happening to all indices like for US index, China, Hong Kong, gold, oil. Let's take a look at the overall pictures, and in this video I will also stock pick certain stocks and also do a bet on certain one or two of the ETF, one of the two stocks that will going to happen, and let's see review it in 6 months and 1 year's time. How does it performs in the long-term investment strategy? So let's take a look on last Friday as we see that both S&P 500 and Nasdaq snapped the 5-day losing stick and then close in the positive side. Actually, there's a reason behind it. We will talk about it in the chart later wise. All right, so we can see that a lot of tech stocks actually performs well on last Friday, such as Nvidia, up 4.7%, and also the most, speculative stock like the super microcomputer jumped 10.9%. So this is because mainly people sold those of their portfolio before going to 2025 to have some tax relief, and that is why index actually came down before 2025, and after that people have to buy back the stocks, all right, like portfolio, uh, those fund house have to buy back the stocks, and that is why those counter and index actually jump up when it come into the 2025, the first day of tradings. So let's take a look into the chart itself. But before that, do take note on the coming week is actually the heavy economy data as well. We can see that a lot of data is coming in, like the non-farm payrolls, the FOMC meetings minutes, the initial jobless claim. But do take note, United States National Day on the 9th of January. So it's a public holiday itself. I think there's no trading if I'm not wrong. Alright, so please take note, non-farm payroll and employment rate is very crucial, especially when Trump is coming into the desk very soon. Okay, so looking into the chart itself, go back to my Facebook. Before my last post is on the 1st of December, I said that I will take a month break, right? So 1st of December, as you can see from this chart, I mentioned that going into zoom down into Dow Jones 1 hour, we can see a bearish formations form, bearish divergence forms in the 1 hour chart. Immediate support is 44,700. So if let's say you zoom in and you manage to catch my advice in my 1st of December, which is somewhere around here, you should be making the whole huge wave all the way down to 42,000. You have a good year to start for your 2025 if you have been following me closely by then. All right, so you actually plunged down all the way. It's because I'm away for 1 month, so I didn't get in time to update you guys. But actually, when you zoom out, looking at the 1-day chart, you can see that Dow is trading on the parallel channel, uptrend channel. So we are actually at the top of the channel at the point of time when I doing my last video, last post. So it actually come down all the way to the bottom channel of this parallel uptrend at the moment. So right now at the start of New Year 2025, with Trump sitting in, he's always benefiting US economy. People will put a bank that US will perform even greater or higher with him coming into as a president itself. But to in conjunction with the chart itself, we right now is actually at the bottom of this parallel channel. So monitor closely. you can actually put 42,000 or 41,500 or 41,800 as your support line. As your immediate support, as you can see that the market or the index is still trading in between the 50 days and 200 days moving average. All right, but we can actually do a good risk reward bet at this point of time. Mainly is because right now we can see there is actually a bullish divergence, as you can see from the RSI's perspective. Okay, so you can see from the RSI perspective, there's a bullish divergence. All right, so if you want, you can go in and take a good bet. Right now at the 4 hour is sitting on the 200 days moving average as a support as well. So for people who want to take a quick bite over here, a fast in fast out for the index itself, take note 42,000, 41,850 is the immediate support, of 41,500 is the immediate support. All right, so as usual, I prefer to write down. So 5th of Jan 2025, immediate support at 42k slash 41,500. All right, so bullish divergence in 4-hour chart. Then beside, we may also put in Jan effect, calendar effect. So what is January calendar effect? You can actually Google. It's actually the effect when fund house start accumulating the shares to buy shares into their portfolio. This will give a boost to the market itself. But take note, it's always a betting, all right. But we bet carefully and we bet smart enough with a good stop loss, a tight stop loss itself. All right. So in a shorter time frame, we are more biased on the upside at this point of time. For Dow Jones Index. All right, so that is my view for Dow Jones. Then we go into Nasdaq. Okay, so the Nasdaq 100. Okay, so for Nasdaq 100, it performed better, right? Last Friday, it performed better. So we can see that actually Nasdaq dropped to the 50 days moving average, rebound back with a good green candle, as you can see over here. So what happened before 2025 come in play? Everyone selling off their losing positions, causing the market to come down with tax relief, because US have this beneficials of it. When you close your position in loss, you can, claim the tax relief. All right, so everyone is buying back, and also because Nasdaq right now is well supported, I am biased on the upside, putting all-time high previously as the target. So we can aim in this way round. All right, going back to 22,100 for the immediate trade. All right, for the immediate trade, this is what we are looking at. So as usual, so 5th Jan, target 22,100, immediate resistance. Okay, support 20,000. Sorry, it's 20, previous candle low 20,800. 20,800. All right. So this is what I'm looking at for a short-term basis. So mainly because Nasdaq jumped due to Tesla. All right, you can see what is happening to Tesla. Understand, if you follow the news tightly enough, very closely enough, you know that Tesla did not hit the target. All right, did not hit the target. But it give if let's say you base on that to short it, I think it's a very dangerous play right now. For Tesla, in long-term perspective, I think basically for year 2025 will be very what? That means very good for Tesla. Very, very positive, very, very bullish for Tesla. Because why? We know Elon Musk stand side by side with Trump. All right, so for Tesla, it's never a short selling play. It's never a short play. It's always a long play. Pull back, long, dollar cost averaging for Tesla. I think it will hit next high 2 million, 3 million valuations or trillions valuations company, definitely with Trump side by side, because he bet on the right person. All right, we know Elon Musk is a very smart person. So right now we can see that Tesla is actually at the overbought situation. A pullback is common. It's common. It doesn't mean that the shares are going to turn shit or because the evil will hurt their performance. definitely it will be more on the positive side for Tesla. So I just write here, since it's the start of the year, 5th Jan 2025, never short Tesla for 2025 as Elon is Trump. I just put right hand man. Alright, you all should know what I mean over here. So every drop is an opportunity to accumulate. Alright, so that is what. So use Fibo retracement to capture the pullback too long. Alright, so this is what I mean. So basically we can use Fibonacci retracement from the previous breakout or from the previous low if you want to. Alright, so every drop back 50%, 315 for you to up. If you want, every pullback is for you to accumulate. Alright, every pullback is for you to accumulate. Or otherwise, you want to up from here or up from here, also possible. Like I said, every pullback is for you to accumulate. Never short Tesla for 2025. Okay, never short. It's very dangerous play. So that is my take for Tesla. And then we go into gold. We go into gold. Alright, gold is always an uptrend. As you can see from this is a weekly chart. It's still uptrend right now. Alright, so we may see some sideways movement. Right now it's trading between 50 to 200 days. For people who want to enter at a better price, you can wait for it to come near to the 200 days, which is the previous low around 2,500 for you to accumulate over here. It's also because people buy into gold mainly due to the belief inflation is coming in year 2025, as that is what all the analysts, all the market expectations for inflation's pressure on the price, right? Especially we know when Trump come in, all the tariff with China, or what he's trying to promote, increase whatever tax or closed door. I'm not sure. What is that word called? The height in the charges for exporting or importing. This will cause the inflations. That's why gold may still continue on the uptrend bias, but of course we don't want to buy the high. We always wait for the pullback, so we can monitor around 2005 or 2550 for a good price for you to enter in. Alright, but this is all for the short-term play if you want to, holding for weeks only, not the entire year. Alright, so that's my view for gold. So as usual, we just write here 5th Jan, watch out for 2500/2550, pull back too long, go to fight against inflations. Okay, so that's my view. Let's move on to Hang Seng Index then. So for the Hang Seng Index wise, okay, so for Hang Seng Index, we can look into the monthly chart first, look at the bigger view pictures. So we can see that for Hang Seng Index, right, since global financial crisis 09 all the way, yes, we're maintaining above 18,000, as you can see. All right, let's draw a line of 18,000 over here, very close. 18,000. All right, this is the line, 18,000. All right, it has been maintaining above, hovering, touches, go up, break down, try to fight back, break down, try to fight back. Right now it's hovering 18,000. So 18,000 is a very crucial and critical line right now, as you can see for Hang Seng Index. We know what is happening to the Chinese government, try to pump a lot of money, try to save their economy. Hopefully it benefit Hang Seng Index. A lot of analysts actually is trying to pick a lot of so-called good value stocks, counter like Alibaba, like JDs, a lot of stocks itself, because on the fundamental side, it's still good. All right, it's just that the economy is not performing well. So if you want to grab for Hang Seng Index right now, 18,000 is the first immediate support. Break below it's a bit scary. I mean, you can buy at the bottom, buy at the oversold, buy at a cheap discounted price, but we never know where it continue to slump. So staying above 18,000 make you feel comfortable. So looking into the weekly chart right now for Hang Seng Index, it's still trapped within the 50 days moving average, as you can see from here. Okay, 50 days. This is 200 days, so sorry, but it's well supported and trading above the 50 days. So right now we can see there's a triangle forming. If you realize, this is the triangle with this. All right, so the chart will be hovering in between here for Hang Seng Index until a more clarification from the Chinese government. Will they continue to save their economy or not? And will they pump in more money because Trump is coming in? We know that Trump always want to fight with China, right? In order to fight with Trump, they may pump more money to save the economy itself. They actually started by increasing a lot of relief, right? Chinese government start pumping a lot of money. If they continue to pump more and more, it will bring more positive effect for Hang Seng Index as well as China A50 as well. So right now, market is hovering in between. We always want to pick it up when it's near 19,000, as close as 18,500. But if you break below 18,000, that is your first sign of showing not a very positive sign. So same as usual, 5th Jan, 18K, important support level. Okay, buy as close as near 18K, 18,500 / 19,000 is a good price to enter. Alright, so break below 18K and may not show a good bullish sign. Pending more actions from Chinese government. Okay, so that is my view for Hang Seng Index. So if you want to trade on this counter, watch out carefully on the index itself. Okay, so let's move on to oil. Yes, US oil. Okay, so for US oil, we can see from this weekly chart is actually a descending triangle. But last week we can see that oil actually break above. All right, try to have a breakout, right? A very strong bullish candle, but that week itself only. But I still trapped within this descending triangle. $65 or $66 is a very good support area as you can touch just many times. So same 5th Jan, 66, 65 stage 66, good support level. Alright, price track inside descending triangle. Okay, break. Either way will show bull or bear signal. Of course, Trump, we know that Trump encouraged to pump more oil because it will help to decrease the inflation in the US economy itself. Pumping more oil will also help the oil sector, oil company to have better profit. But that is provided that the demand out there, right? If you keep farming and no one is buying, it also not a very good strategy. So supply and demand is very important. Right now, the demand is very slow, especially from the China side. So to me, I don't feel that oil can go all-time high again, can back to this $120. There might be some spike if let's say the war continue, but we know Trump is trying to stop war. All right, Trump is trying to stop war. So to me, we will wait for either side whether it break this descending triangle to have a better signal whether it's a bull or bear sign from here. So I will remain neutral currently. All right. So that is my view for US oil. All right, let's go into individual counter. So we are around 20-minute clock right now. So I will just pick a few counter which I feel my view for 2025. We should place some bet that you should pick it up. Then we will review it in the half a year or in end of 2025 1-year target. Firstly, we will go into this counter, this ETF called SOXX. All right, SOXX is a semiconductor ETF. Why? We should play together with what Trump policy that he mentioned during the president elections, right? I mean, the nominations. All right, so Trump is very into AI. Firstly, very into cryptocurrency. All right, very into uh, semiconductor industry. So that's why I pick up semiconductor. Mainly, you can go and Google what is the company that is underlying of this SOXX. Most of them is like Broadcom, like Nvidia, like Microns, like Intel, is all doing a semiconductor which is chips, because be it cryptocurrency, be it AI, you need chips, correct? Not? You need chips. I either bet on QQQ like Nasdaq ETF, like QQQ ETF. I bet on semiconductor ETF. It's because I think that the growth is way higher compared to QQQ, but of course, diversified wise, QQQ has a better chance. But I'm more focused with what Trump is going to, what is his direction, I will just flow with him. So I pick my stake on this SOXX for the year of 2025. So let's take a look and write it down. 5th Jan. This is SOX will be my one bet. It will be my ETF as direction. We'll review mid 2025 slash end of year 2025. Okay, so if you have the same belief with me, every drop, every pullback for SOXX, we will then enter and then we will see how does it performs. So I'll just put this line over here. All right, 222, and then we back from here. Okay, so that's my take for SOXX. Of course, SOXX, if you go in deeper, it does not cover Tesla. So what I will do is that if I have to place my bet, investment bet, I will go into SOXX. Let's assuming I got 10,000. All right, assuming 10K investment funds, I will enter 80% into SOXX and 20% into Tesla. All right, so it mainly cover my tech investment. Of course, if you don't want to do all this, you want to pump everything into QQQ, by all means, QQQ does cover Tesla as well. All right, so but I want semiconductor play. I don't want to miss out Tesla, because like I mentioned, why Tesla earlier. So I will do this investment strategy for 2025. Okay, so beside that, for people who want to pick individual counter, there are some bet that I want to bet on. Firstly, we can go into AMD right now. We know what is happening to the chips, right? Okay, so this is previously what I wrote in 2024. It came down. Okay, so let's erase all the chart first. We can see on the weekly chart, AMD is well supported by 200 days weekly moving average. Firstly, okay, so I think it's a good take to buy at the bottom. If it's grow lower, we can just do dollar cost averaging. We know chips is a must for year 2025 semiconductor. Okay, so right now the price have touches 61.8%, or you reverse up. Okay, simply we just reverse up from the high to the bottom. Okay, it have retraced back to the 38.2% golden ratio, well supported by 200-day moving average. I think it's a good price for us to accumulate AMD at this point of time. So 5th Jan 2025, good price level to start accumulations. All right, price support at 120, which is on 200 days weekly moving average plus 38.2% Fibo support level. Okay, so that is my take for AMD, all right, I will bias up on the upside. Okay, we recover back to 160. First TP 160, but eyeing time high. Okay, but if let's say you want to go into AI, you want to follow the trend, Nvidia is a better play. So wait for pullback. I never go and chart Nvidia. I saw AMD is a good opportunity. That's why I put this into my watch list today. So let's go into the next bet. We can go. There's a lot of lists in my watch list right now, but I'm not going to show everything. I have mentioned the index, the gold, the oil, AMD, XOXX, and one last pick for 2026. I will go for this counter called CDW Corporations. Go and Google it, find out more fundamentally news what is happening. We can see the price break below 200 days moving average is not a good sign. All right, but if the price don't come down, how are we going to buy at the discounted value, right? So what should we do? Is the start of 2025. We use a monthly candlestick. All right, this candlestick, January candlestick, is a very crucial and very important candle. If the price or the candles continue to drop below, it's not a very fantastic good sign. But if it can rebound back from here, we can mark 167 or slightly buffer 165, 160 as the all-time low. That's it. That's it. We are very near to the support level on this very good counter. What do I mean by good counter? Because it's still earning positive cash flow. Alright, it's still earning positive cash flow. So that is what I like on this counter, and we are doing some discounted buying. Alright, we are doing some discounted buying. So we buy if let's say this is able to go back up, it's just like 2020 touches go up. So we need to rely on the next 2 months candle. But if you want to zoom down, you can go to weekly candle. Alright, we can see next few weeks is very crucial, especially the earnings report on the 5th Feb. Alright, 1 month later is very crucial. You can see it's positive earnings all the way until recently. But if you read the news, this company recently acquired this new company called Mission Cloud Services, provide cloud servicing. We know the importance of AI, crowding for the coming years of 2025. So the company willing to change, they know what they short of, they acquire. I think they are ready for more business. Okay, so my take, this is my third bet for 2026. So 5th Jan 2025. So third bet on CDW company. Alright, so near price is near support level around 160/165. Okay, next month/few weeks candle is crucial. It's important. Alright, it's important. See rebound. 160, 165. Okay, so let's take a look. This is what my right for CDW. Alright, so recent Mission Cloud Services company is a positive sign for the company future growth. Okay, so that's my take. So we shall monitor closely. If you don't want to put your stop loss or your support too tight, you can eye from the all-time previous low over 150 or 147. It's a good strong upside. We can see from the monthly. Alright, it's a very good strong upside. Only recently, the earnings doesn't hit the target. Doesn't mean it's not very bad company. Alright, go and Google more about this company if you want to find out more. So we can put a super strong support level around 147/150. Okay, all right. So that is my third bet on CDW. So basically, I have three bet. One is SOXX, second is AMD, third is CDW. We shall see how it performs in mid 2025 or the end of 2025. Of course, end of 2025 usually will be more on the ETF side. For these two counter, we will monitor quarterly or semi-annually. All right, so that's all for my this week weekly market update. It's a long one because it's the start of the new year. And lastly, once again, I wish everyone a new happy new year 2025 and stay focused and let's trade together. Goodbye.